So when cabinet makers install things, the easiest way to cover a gap like this, instead of scribing it to fit, is they get themselves a tiny piece of trim, nail it in there, and they call it good. I just don't know how I'm gonna get this off without breaking the face frame.
The end panels that had all of the water damage are just stained pieces of plywood. I could try and find the matching stain color to this, but the other thing is the wood. I don't exactly know what species of wood they used on the vanity, so it might be tricky to get it to match identically. So instead, I'm going to completely update the vanity, and I bought these new end panels from Nieu cabinet doors that are painted, and I got new painted doors and drawer fronts, and we're gonna completely transform this vanity into this beautiful rich color.
Let's try. Just have to get more.
The set of hinges that I bought were the wrong hinges. They didn't have enough of an overlap. So I got 1.25" overlap hinges. You can see that this door is bigger than this drawer. So I'm going from half overlay to full overlay. So this is what it looks like when the Bondo dries. And I'm just gonna sand all of this down with 120 grit. My orbital sander, even though it's rectangular, it's awesome. It really allows me to get in all of the corners.
So Craig came out with this cabinet door jig, which basically acts as a third hand as you're trying to install your cabinet. So it has all these different adjustments, and it has instructions telling you, where to set it at. And then once you have it set, you just clamp it onto your cabinet box or the face frame. And then this black lever here at the bottom is where your cabinet door sits, and it helps keep your cabinet door level and at the same height and straight so that you can mark and drill all of your screw holes. If you have partial overlay cabinets, then you have your cabinet door and you have this that's called a face frame, and your cabinet door sits about 1/2 inch on top of the face frame, and they're usually painted the same color. This is considered frameless because there isn't a face frame, and these doors fully cover everything. So this is a full overlay or a frameless door. So the last thing that I need to put on is this end panel, and you can see it is hitting Have you ever tried to install cabinet knobs and you end up kind of blowing out or creating a mess on the back of your cabinet door from your pre-drill? Here's a way to prevent that from happening. Take your cabinet jig and set it up on the back side of your door. Take your drill bit and pre-drill, but not all the way through. And then take your jig, flip it around, put it on the front of your cabinet door, and then drill all the way through. The fact that you started your pre-drill on the back before it's all the way through prevents that blowout. This is Craig's new hardware jig. It has 3 different pilot holes. This one is if you were doing a knob like this, and then these 2 are if you're doing pulls. So it has all of these stoppers so that you can adjust up and down, and then just tighten this little nut. I like to actually stick my screws through it and then adjust it so that my measurement on this side is the same as my measurement on that side. This is centered for my knob, and then I can use this back plate to rest on my cabinet and then drill through these 2 holes.